Her mom, drug and alcohol abuse resulted in Shannon's children being placed in foster care. Is that not a common story coming out of Cuyahoga County with all of these kids and CPS? Doesn't this sound like a very, very common theme? And you know what's funny? Is it seems like a certain age group of people, a certain lineage of people coming out of Cuyahoga County continues to keep doing the most heinous things we've ever heard of to kids. And we're talking about our queens, the kings and queens of our community. Drug and alcohol abuse resulted in her losing her fucking kids and being placed in foster care. She was in and out of jail. The mother, let's get her face back up on the screen so we do not mistake who we're talking about. That woman right there on my screen with all those damn kids was in and out of jail. Simone Biles recalled a video autobiography that appeared on a television show, Dancing with the Stars. Around 2000, Simone and sister Adria were taken in and adopted by her grandparents and Shannon's father and stepmother, Ron and Nellie Biles. So these kids, at least two of them, had to be taken in by the grandparents. Let me see if I can get their photo on the screen so you guys can take a look and see exactly who I'm talking about. And again, thank you to the people that are here. If you guys would, click that thumbs up and share this stream. Hit that thumbs up, make it blue if you would. Help your boy out. That would be awesome. I thought I had a photo of them in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Here they are. That is Ron and Nellie Biles. They are the grandparents. Or Shannon, who is Simone Biles' mom, this is the father and stepmother of her. Simone and Adria were raised in the Houston, Texas suburb of Spring, Texas. And I am a little bit familiar with Spring, Texas. Tevin and sister Ashley were adopted by Ron Biles' sister, Harriet Thomas, and lived in Cleveland. Now, Harriet died in 2017 at the age of 77 years old. Simone's website biography only mentions her adoptive parents, older children, Ron Jr. and Adam, as siblings. Point number 3. Tevin Biles attended John F. Kennedy High School and graduated from St. Martin de Porres High School in Cleveland in 2013. And his Facebook page states that he joined the U.S. Army in 2014. Biles-Thomas is currently serving as an Army specialist at Fort Stewart. According to U.S. Army website, an enlisted soldier can be promoted to the rank of specialist after only serving 2 years and attending a training class. A specialist can also manage lower ranked soldiers. Fort Stewart was a mobilization area for soldiers preparing for deployment to Iraq. The base was also served as a training ground for the National Guard. Here's point number 4, because we're going to move through this kind of quick. Shortly after Tevin Biles-Thomas' arrest, Simone Biles tweeted 2 messages. Let me see if I can pull those messages up, because they'll probably be a little small for you guys. Matter of fact, I can make it big for you guys. I know how to do that. Your boy Just Jay is a little bit smart over here. I know how to do that. Let's just make it big and put it on the screen. I'll cover up my face for a brief moment. So here are those tweets. Simone Biles put up 2 tweets. Let people assume incorrectly. Read a tweet dated August the 28th, which was 2 days ago. Eating my feelings, don't talk to me. Read the second tweet. You guys can see that, right? The 2 siblings appeared to have a good relationship. The petite Simone tweeted several humorous photos of she and tall Tevin standing together. My brother Tevin, everyone says that we look like twins, but I don't see it. Let me go ahead and move that tweet out the way so you guys can see the photo that she's talking about, which are these photos here. Although the 2 were raised separately, Biles-Thomas appeared to be very fond of his famous sister and follows Simone's gymnastics achievements on her Facebook fan page. Point number 5, the story that we're talking about. The Airbnb guest had violated an agreement prohibiting parties at that party. Thank you, Mom's Fur Babies, one of my awesome supporters right there, and I really, really appreciate you. Donated $10 by way of the super chat. Thank you very much. I always appreciate that. If you guys donate anything in there, make sure it's either $10 or less, and you can donate it in there. And also, if you want to put a message in there, you can also type a message in there, and it'll show up highlighted, okay? So thank you, Mom's Fur Babies. Always appreciate your support. The Airbnb listing for the unit where the shooting took place clearly stated that the parties were prohibited, but the policy was ignored by the apartment's guests. After the murders, the property was delisted on Airbnb's website, and the Airbnb host was permanently banned from its popular home sharing site. Damn. Cleveland had enacted short-term housing regulations in 2016 that included taxing Airbnb guests staying in Cleveland and requiring Airbnb host to pay a $35 fee to be added to the city's registry of approved short-term rentals if they were booking a property for more than 91 days per year. The individual who listed the property on Airbnb had not complied. Okay, breaking the rules. In March of 2018, approximately 9 months before the shooting, Cleveland Councilman Brent Catelli proposed a moratorium. Ooh, I can't say that word. Moratorium on allowing short-term rentals after receiving complaints from constituents about illegal and nuisance activities. Brent Catelli said that the 2016 regulations were too difficult to enforce. Guys, let's get to the interesting part, the videos. You guys ready? Click that thumbs up. Help your boy out. That will be amazing. And make sure you subscribe. That was not the button that I meant to click, but it's all good. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Oh, click the wrong one. I always click the wrong one. All right, here we go, guys. Here are the videos. There are a few videos, so let's go ahead and watch them all.
The brother of Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles has been arrested and charged in a 2018 triple homicide. 24-year-old Tevin Biles-Thomas is accused in a New Year's Eve shooting that left 3 people dead and 2 others hurt in Cleveland. The shooting happened during a party at an Airbnb rental. Biles-Thomas was arrested in Georgia. He's scheduled to be arraigned in 2 weeks. No word on when he will be extradited back to Ohio.
Hey, Sheriff Sykes. Today, apparently, Tevin Biles-Thomas made a first appearance. First of all, how did you guys become aware of him? And can you give me a little bit of a background on how y'all came?
Yeah, thank you, Unique Laura. He did seem like he didn't have any remorse. And C. Langley said the Army is going to eat him up. If he's guilty, oh, man, this is going to be so bad. So bad.
Came to arresting him and so forth?
Well, we got to understand that we got a call from Cleveland, Ohio detectives in this case to recover a DNA sample, and which we did, and with those results the Cleveland, Ohio grand jury indicted him, asked that he be picked up. We coordinated that with Fort Stewart.
Sarah, I really wish you'd speak up to the mic a little bit so people can hear you. I know you want to be cool, calm, and collected and all that good stuff, but I'm just saying, you know, if you would just speak up into the mic a little bit, I think that'd be awesome. You know, it's kind of what I think. I know we're going to go proper procedures, things like that, but we're going to do what we got to do in order to get this case pushed forward. You know, I'm going to continue to talk in my cool country voice, calm and collected. You know how we do out here in the South, right? Speak up, man. Come on, bruh.
Fort Stewart actually made the arrest.
Now tell me I didn't do a good country voice. Do I not do a good country voice? I think I do a pretty damn good job. Yes, sir. Yes, I damn do. Yes, I damn do.
Brought him in here last night or yesterday.
And today, he obviously made some type of appearance. What was that?
I think he signed away his extradition rights, and I think that cleared the way for Ohio to come pick him up.
And you are aware that his sister is a celebrity in terms of the gold Olympic medalist winner, Simone Brown. Did it surprise you that you ended up with someone like that in your jail again?
Nothing surprises me. In this military town, you don't ever know.
I tell you guys what, out here in this here country, nothing surprises me. Babies dying, getting shot, stabbed, killed, burned. All kinds of crazy things going out here in this town. We got drug addicts, We got people running each other over with cars and social media and all that type of thing, Then you got the government putting all of this stuff in the food and the water. And then you got all of this chlorine, bacteria, fluoride, and all of this kind of thing, It's just crazy, man. Got these people's minds all jacked up, this damn social media. I'm just saying, everybody's on YouTube and Google and all of this crazy stuff. And Simone Biles, I have no idea who this black chick is that you're referring to. I know you say she does turns, does flips and things like that. Let me play the video. I'm sorry.
I mean, you know the history. I mean, as far as what celebrities we've had, but it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
So he was arrested, as far as you know, without incident. They basically picked him up sometime yesterday, and he's now remanded to the Liberty County Sheriff's Office jail.
That's correct, until his extradition takes place.
Okay. Any idea when that may take place, Sheriff?
I have no idea. We haven't talked with the DA's office in Cleveland at this point.
Okay. What happens now? Does he basically sit here until he's ready to leave?
Yes, I think they will probably send down.
Where did y'all get the cowboy emojis from? I didn't even know that those existed. That's crazy. Sound like your cousin Cletus? Well, I'll tell you what, my name is Captain Cletus, and I'm just saying here, you got me standing out here in this hot-ass sun. It's about 113 degrees outside here, outside of county jail, right? I got employees, they do the right thing, and they clock in and clock out when they're supposed to. I got my wife and kids at home and my grandkids, and we're going to go out and go have a bite to eat down there at the country cafe here in just a little bit right after this here interview. Then I'm going to have my people come down there and have my family. I'm just going to hug my grandkids tight, right? We're white. You're white. I'm going to hold my grandkids real tight, right?
A detail to pick him up and transport him themselves.
All right. And one more question, Sheriff. You may or may not be able to answer. You did mention something about a DNA test. Was that several weeks ago, or was that within the last couple of days?
It was within this last couple of days.
Captain Cletus, that's my name. I'm sorry.
It's back this week.
And it was your detectives that received the DNA test from him?
That's correct.
Okay. And this was based on the fact that the state of Ohio wanted it conducted, correct, by a warrant or something?
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
In this situation, I always ask, how do we get here? Let's be serious for a moment. And I've told you guys that having that nuclear family, mother and father in the household, and having your biological mother and father raise you is such an important dynamic. It is absolutely crazy. And I'll tell you what, Simone Biles ended up being a sacrifice, right? She ended up being the one that made it because she was the one given the opportunity. And in this situation, she was able to take her God-given talents and turn it into something amazing that the world was able to see. Her brother, and I've told you guys this, it's always crazy how people want to uplift and show how this one situation, how this one person ended up making it out the hood, while you got about 1,000 other people that don't make it. You've got how many people shot? 4 or 5 people shot in this situation. Let me count these people off again. You had, let me see, where are they at? Can I find them again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people shot in this situation. And we continue to focus on the things that are perceived to be positive. Simone Biles made it out, but what about the 100, if not 1,000 other people that didn't make it out that were in these same exact situations, that didn't have their mother or a terrible mother or a lack of a father inside the household, and they were lucky enough that they actually had grandparents that cared enough that actually wanted to raise her and turn her into something positive. But here it is. You know, you've got him accused of doing something very heinous. I don't know if he's going to be fully charged with this or what, but we're definitely going to be looking forward to the end result of this. But I continue to say that this is a result of fatherlessness. You guys have to watch the Fatherless America movie in order to really understand and fully understand this dynamic that the Black community suffers from. In this case, you have at least 4 Black men that are going to lose the rest of their lives. If he is convicted of this, he's done. Lock him up, throw away the key, he's going to be done. He's never going to see the light of day again. That means that we're actually going to lose at least 4 Black men in this situation. And over what? Over what? There's nothing that's worth it for these men to continue to keep shooting each other down, looking at each other hard, talking crap on social media to each other, and all of this crazy stuff, right? It's not worth it. Our youth is losing because they don't see value in themselves. Ooh, let's talk about the AFC for a moment. Told you guys, I advocate for the children. You have to start when they're children because once they become grown, it's too late at that point. If you do not have a father in these boys' life when they're growing up, the biological father, so they can see the carbon copy of what they're supposed to turn into, that positive example, then what they do is they resort to looking in the street for their examples. That is why the gangs were formed. That's not why the gangs were formed, but that's why so many gangs are formed and these kids end up getting sucked into these gangs because they're the easiest mentally in order to recruit into the gangs. That's how this type of thing starts. They think the streets is cool. They think the streets is where they need to be. And this is the things that they try to live up to is they live up to their street counterparts. They just end up killing each other out. It's a trap. That's why they call it the damn trap, because there really is no way out of this thing. It's a dead end road for a lot of these guys, and I hope that we start realizing that these things are not going to get us anywhere. We are regressing in the Black community real quick. And we cannot blame this on anybody except ourselves. So the person that I want to put this squarely on, let me get her picture up on the screen so you guys can know exactly who I'm going to blame for this. Come on, I got a lot of pictures in here. Too many pictures. The person who I'm going to blame for this scenario is this person right here. Shannon Biles, 44 years old, a former drug addict, gave her daughter Simone up for adoption when she was 6 years old. She also lost